truly my pleasure to introduce him now. Bill.
So I'm incredibly proud of our past, but this afternoon what I'd like to focus on is the future. I want to talk about the revolution in mobility that will change the way we move, and Kim touched upon some of that in her remarks. But this dramatic transformation is actually already underway, but it's really going to take off in the next few years. The mobility revolution is going to affect all of us, personally, and many of us professionally. The way we move people and things is going to change dramatically in the next few years, but it won't happen by itself. It's up to us to make it happen and make sure that the changes are for the better. A new challenge was emerging. I began talking publicly about this at a TED Talk I gave 5 years ago. I described a world of growing population and prosperity with twice as many vehicles on the road as we have today. But it was a world with too many cars stuck in a global gridlock of endless traffic jams. And this would have serious consequences for our environment, our health, our economic progress, and our quality of life. To avoid this looming crisis of overcrowded roads, I said we needed smart cars that were integrated into an overall transportation system. A system that uses real-time data to tie all types of public and private transportation together. The smart mobility revolution has truly begun. The auto industry will see more degrees of change in the next 10 years than in the prior 100. We've progressed from experiments to implementation. Dramatic progress is being made, including a number of new projects and initiatives. And perhaps nothing is more dramatic than autonomous cars. From the streetcars that you have, your new streetcar line downtown, to the green bike boxes that make it easier for bicyclists to get around in traffic. You guys are finding better and new ways to keep things moving. Our leading thinkers and policy experts have to get involved and take up the challenge. Companies, entrepreneurs, and venture capitalists have to take advantage of this enormous business opportunity. The private and public sector should come together to shape policies that not only address immediate needs, but are also flexible enough to adapt to future requirements. We need investments, not only in new products, but also in infrastructure and education to build this better future. The mobility revolution is here, not in a distant city, in a faraway future, but right here, right now in Kansas City. And I encourage you to keep it going and to keep it moving forward because the best is yet to come. Thanks. Thanks. Great. Thanks. Thanks.
So now we're going to have a panel. I don't know if everyone is here.
If we're able to be nimble enough at KCATA, obviously so, but as a city, we can start to experiment uniquely Kansas City ways on addressing those kinds of issues and moving us forward as a great city and continuing to build on economic development. Those opportunities exist in this mobility space, I think, for Kansas City in a way that's unique to us.
But the other thing we would do with this smart type of pavement is we might embed in that sensors that could tell us where a pothole was going to develop before it did, the ability to melt snow on there so we don't plow it anymore.
That's cool.
We might put an enhanced Wi-Fi, so we may have smart cars, but they may need to also pair with smart pavement to interact. So we would have Wi-Fi, enhanced Wi-Fi that would go through those. And electrical vehicles, we would have electrical energy so that electrical vehicles could be self-charging as they go down the road.
Can we develop and deploy new technologies and ways of moving that can help people get there in an affordable way? And really, that's part of the reason to our drive to get into the partnership with Bridge to experiment with that idea. Is there a way that the public agency can get with the private entity and deploy a system across Kansas City that is affordable and effective to connect people to those opportunities? We're a region that's known for transportation and logistics. We always have been. It's baked into us. It's who we are. And I think we need to take that niche and exploit it fully to the benefit of Kansas City. And as we look at mobility, an emerging different way of moving people that's technology-based, we can become the place where, through collaboration and cooperation, where it's that tech comes to work, that it's the place where we can deliver the platform to merge technology and transportation and movement in a very unique way, and I think it fully exploits a lot of our advantages across Kansas City if we're able to do that.
I guess I'll take a second to be completely self-serving and go back to your really great idea of having the energy and the information and everything flowing down the highway. If you build a highway with electric vehicle charging infrastructure built into it, I want to come do research on it. So
Fair enough. You're invited.
All right. Well, thank you all so much, and thank you all so much for coming. Hope to see you again soon.